Hi guys, I'm Celeste. I have some things with me, if you can't tell. Oh, and a loud bird in the tree. I have one of those. You can have him if you want him. I was gonna give him a very specific name, but then I was like, can't do that. There's a giant ant over here. Ant. No, you have to understand. You can't be here. I have the perfect spot. You can't bite me. No. I said no. No, no, no. No. Oh no. I didn't kill it, but now it's angry. You know what that means? It's definitely gonna get me now. It's definitely gonna get me now. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. It's gonna be so bad. I don't know what to do. I don't want to give up my good spot, okay? Ugh. I'm on a whole other planet over here. Like, what? Are you kidding? This is a good spot. It's a good spot. 1 second. Okay, let's just hope it doesn't get me. And how can I make you stand up? We have plans. Plans, but no options. Fun fact, I was going to say a name, but then the name I was going to say is one name that my twin flame has gone by in the past, and I was like, why was I going to randomly say that name? For the bird, right? Like I was going to, and then I was like, oh well. I mean, why can't I say the name? It's not like he's ever gonna see this because I don't matter, you know? So like, wow, this is so perfect. Your phone. I can't do this. Okay, we're gonna need another solution. You're gonna have to get really smart really fast. I don't know what you're gonna do. Nothing is working. And I don't even want to move. You're gonna have to like teleport here and do it. Like, I don't want to do it. Like, a complete fail. A complete fail. A complete fail. Oh my. Is this going to be fine? It's not. It's falling again. And you're having like no entertainment. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Stay. People are gonna think I'm talking to like a dog or a rat or something. Like, please, please, work. No. Okay, here's the best we got for some reason. So guess where you're gonna go? Here. I was trying to put you up here. There's no way we can make that work. Is that good enough? You understand everything. Wait, okay, that kind of works. It kind of works. It's kind of okay. I don't know. So, that took 4 minutes to get to the point where we're fully situated. I'm just gonna like put my hair up because why not? I want to do pigtails, and they're going to look terrible, so like don't be too surprised. Flashback. You know when you're just doing something and you get like a flashback to something a little bit traumatizing? One time when I was, I don't know how old, a child, or maybe I was like 16, I don't know. Like I really don't know. You know when you get a flashback and you're like, I don't know if I was 8 or if I was like 16, because like similar type things would just happen all the time. Like I had my hair in pigtails and my mom told me I couldn't do that because it was creepy. Mind you, I just look like me, just with pigtails. And they actually like looked fine, like they were like even and stuff. Like I don't know, like my hair looked good, but she was like, you can't wear that hairstyle anymore because it looks creepy. But not even creepy like a horror film or like a joke, like dead serious. And I was like, you mean creepy in like a sexual way somehow? Like like I was like huh? like I already can tell, like I have like telepathy apparently, because I know what kind of creepy we're talking about and I know how serious you mean this to be. Like I was like, huh? What do you mean? Like I already know what you mean, but why do I know what you mean? Like I was like, how on earth do I even know what you mean? Like that proves telepathy, because there's like 10 million other ways you could have meant it, but I just felt like I immediately knew what you meant. Like there's no way, right? So now I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna put my hair in pigtails, but like calm down, like this is the most sexual hairstyle on the planet. Like you're gonna have to chill out, like you're gonna have to be fine with it, you know? Like as if you just watched like a hardcore pornography, like as I'm just putting up my hair, like but like I don't know, but like what would even be creepy about that, you know what I mean? So it kind of makes your brain go to like not only is it about this, but like how could it be like the most creepy thing ever, you know? Like I don't know, I don't think my mom like thought I was gonna have telepathy, so I think that kind of like messes up the whole point of like maybe she just wanted to say that for some reason. But then I was like, I just like mentally downloaded like exactly what you meant by that, and like I'm confused now. So like maybe half the times that I thought I was like abused as a child, like emotionally or whatever, like maybe I just had telepathy and that was the problem. Like maybe the words were like not necessarily the problem, but nobody knew I was like, I just had like telepathy. So I was like, well, now I know exactly what you mean by that and I'm traumatized. And now I know exactly what you mean by that. Like I think my mom genuinely didn't even always think I was going to like take it that way, even though that might be the way she meant it to herself, you know what I mean? But like maybe like I just was like, okay, I'm gonna make, like, not that I'm making it worse, like I think I would download in my brain like what she meant or what I genuinely thought she meant, because the words were kind of ambiguous. But like you know, somehow, or maybe my higher self just really needed me to be like screwed up over nothing, like a lot, you know what I mean? Not that I ended up too terribly, but like, you know what I mean? For example, one time I was like in a Publix, okay, with my mom, and I just like, we were like going down the aisle, and I was a child, so I was probably like 8 or 10 or something, so I decided to like try to do a split, right, walking down the aisle, and my mom said, you cannot open your legs in a grocery store. I was like, huh? Like, I was like, maybe you didn't mean this in like a very sexual way, but like that's definitely how I took it as a child. I was like, now I'm more confused, you know, like I don't know how I was supposed to take that, but I'm assuming that maybe she didn't mean for me to take it in that weird of a way or that bad of a way, but I just took it like even farther, you know? Like I guess my soul needed to make sure I had like extra trauma or something, you know? Like, but like maybe she had like okay intentions for saying that in some way, you know what I mean? But you know how I took that? I was like, what do like the grocery store employees and like the consciousness of like the grocery store itself have to do with any of that? Like, I seriously took it that way. I seriously like thought that was like true. Like whatever I made up about that, I thought was like true. But like maybe she didn't mean it that way, you know what I mean? Like what if she didn't? Like, it's just wild. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I kind of took it like, well, I'm not gonna be like, you know, like what, as a child, am I like, did I think I was like opening my legs in exchange for groceries? Just doing a split in a grocery store? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I literally took it like that. I was like, how on earth do I even know that that's like possible at this age? But like, I have telepathy apparently. So like, now that like you're worried about something, now I'm worried about something. Like, not that she had to mean it that way, but like, there's no way that like she didn't at some point think of it that way. So then like the fact that I like channeled that information, really, I don't even know where that went mentally. So why is my screen going darker? I didn't even say that was fine. I didn't even say it was fine. I didn't even, you know. So anyway, yeah, my hairstyle's like kind of good, guys. Like, hopefully it's not too creepy in a sexual way or whatever. Like, hopefully it's not like, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully you're fine. Hopefully you're still alive. Hopefully you survived that. I don't know. Maybe you didn't. Anyway, what I have here are the books that I wrote when I was younger. The books that I wrote when I was younger. There's Ants Walking on Me. Like the little kind, not the tree kind, but like it's still so bad and so sad. Should I be more in the shade? I'm like in the sun. Like I think that's what I'm not fine with. Okay. Whoa, we're gonna go like a little bit over to like the shade, because like why am I in the sun so much? It's Florida, it's hot out. Like, there's no way. Oh, there's like little horses in the background and stuff. Okay. How are we doing? Okay. So, I have 2 books that I wrote when I was younger. Like, I wrote them it took a while for me to write them. I started writing them when I was 14. Kept writing. This one, I finally self-published on Amazon through their Kindle Direct publishing. Made like $0 on it. Pretty sure I owe them like $5 or something. Like, it's not like I, you know, made money off it, like, but it's not in like a large quantity that I lost or anything either. It's kind of like nothing either way. But like, it's I don't know that it's cool to have this. I don't know that it is. As the one who created it, I don't know, it really costed me like some dollars to buy it, you know? And like, once I have it, I'm like, I guess like, what am I gonna do with it? I guess I could like throw it away. Like I guess I could put it in the trash. Like, you know, I'm like, it's pretty cool that I picked this piece of grass, but like, some people are yelling out there. I don't know. It's probably not about me. It's probably not about me. But yeah, so having the 2 books that I wrote, I'm like, honestly, what am I gonna do with them? Like, I guess I could throw them away. Like, I'm not a narcissist, you know? Like, I'm like, I could like throw it away. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like I wrote this and I could like throw it away. Which, not that that's even like what people should think, but like, you know how some people are like, oh my gosh, like it has to go in like in resin, like it has to be like immortal, like it has to go in like a, I don't know, like a safe, it has to like lock or something, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, what do people do? Anytime I've ever attempted to buy them for someone else, they've told me they would rather throw them away. Like maybe like 1 or 2 people read them, but like everyone else pretty much to me was like, you can like have it back. Like without reading it, they were like, you can have it back. Like, I don't want this. I don't know why I would want this. So I decided it was kind of like traumatizing to give to people, because if they receive it, they're like, I would rather throw it away. I'm like, okay, like if you would rather throw it away, and I would rather throw it away, then why am I buying copies for like full price of my own book? You know what I mean? Like, it sounds funny, but it's like, honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't take it personally. I'm like, they're like, I would rather throw it away. I'm like, me too. And like, these are like not temporary people in my life who it's like, oh, like I just met this person, like they would rather like throw it away. It's like I gave my alleged twin flame a copy of my book, and he was like, I don't want that. Like, I don't read. I don't want that. Like, I was like, wow. Like, okay. I mean, like, I was gonna throw it away, but why are you gonna throw it away? You know what I mean? Like, I was gonna throw it away, but why are you gonna throw it away? Because that's not the same thing. I was like, wow. Oh, little horses behind me. Do you want to see them? Oh, little horses. Little horses. Okay, it's making that sound by like rubbing its butt against leaves. I don't know. So, yeah. I was like, yeah, I was gonna throw it away, but why are you gonna throw it away? Because that is so not the same thing. But then of course I'm crazy. So I like went home and I don't know. It was probably one of the times that I blocked him on everything. And then he like moved to a different state, like within the week that I had him blocked, thinking that it was just gonna be like a temporary, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, like, I'm sure he had like his own personal reasons for that, but I was like, wow, like you said you would rather throw away, and it's not that I'm like the reason why or anything, but I was like, to be real with you, what just happened? Because I thought I was gonna block you for like a week, and then you know, moved to a different state within that week. Like, oh, we used to live in the same state and not anymore, like within that week. I'm like, nothing can be not that serious. Like, what's going on? I don't know. I don't even know. Anyway, I have this mocha Starbucks Frappuccino. These scare me because I'm like, everything scares me though. Everything edible scares me. So there's not really anything to that. Like, okay, like it was edible, like it probably scared me, like, I don't know. So mocha Frappuccino. The reason why they scare me is not because of like the fact they have milk or anything. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm scared because the bottle is made of glass. And because there was this one time where I saw like some notification somewhere or whatever saying like, and this was like years ago, like in like 2020 or like during COVID that like these were recalled, and it's 2025 and I have not gotten over the fear. I just face the fear sometimes, but don't fully get over it, because what if there's still broken glass in here? But like I haven't died, and I've had these like 1,000 times since then, but like I'm still terrified every time, you know what I mean? Actually, I've not had one every day. I've had one every month on average, probably. like because I don't know, I have other stuff, so I'm fine. Yeah, anything food compromised terrifies me. I'm like, I guess I'm fine with our current level of food technology, but I'm really not. Like I guess, like, I'm not fine with it. I'm like, but any type of contamination would be too easy. And like, you know what actually like healed me a little bit from it though? I think I recently went to see the new Final Destination movie, and they did the long time fear of mine, which is glass in a cup of ice and having basically somebody like choke on glass that's in ice, right? Not to spoil it, but that part's literally in the preview. So I went to see that movie. And so honestly, it wasn't like traumatizing, which I guess is good for like a horror film, but like what I mean is it was more like equalizing of things that I'm already traumatized by and terrified by. Like I'm pretty sure in order to write the movie they channeled my actual thoughts and my actual fears, because just about every major plot point in the movie was something I'd already thought of at some point in time. No offense to them, like it's not like it was a bad movie, like it was like produced fine and stuff, but like I don't know, like I'm pretty sure that everything I was afraid of, like they did. Like every, like I don't want to spoil it, because what if you guys, I don't know, okay, whatever, like lawnmower cutting somebody, I'm not gonna spoil like who or what or whatever, right? But like people, humans in the trash, right? Like that kind of thing. Or like vending machine falling on somebody. Like I've thought of all of these. I'm not gonna continue, but there's more. But I pretty much feel like I've thought of all of these. Like, you know, oh, like somebody might be like hit by a train or something. Like I've pretty much thought of these. You know what I mean? So like, okay, Final Destination. Like, I predicted you, now what? The whole movie's about a girl that predicts everybody's death. Like, now I predicted you, now what? Like, okay, cool. It wasn't a bad movie. Like, I like going to the movies and just watching a movie. But, yeah. This part of the cover is so grainy. Like, do you see that? The texture. Like, it doesn't look bad considering the actual photo I uploaded was like that. Like, I literally added the grainy texture because, so it looks like it's just like extremely poor quality. Like, it looks like it's like on Amazon that it was like bad, you know what I mean? But like, no offense, like don't take it down. Like, I like the book, like whatever, you know what I mean? But like, I totally, oh, ew, no, how is it possible? There's like a worm on the book. I can't do this. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? No, I don't understand. Do you see that? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? No. What do you mean? That's so sad. Oh, does that mean something? It doesn't. Like, what? Why is there a worm on the book? Yeah. So, that was horrifying. That was horrifying. Anyway, so the first one's To Burn a Rose. So yeah, like the texture is super grainy because I uploaded that photo intentionally because I thought I was just like insecure. So I was like, okay, so like if it's a grainy photo, then if I look bad in this photo, because that's how insecure I was, if I look bad in this photo, which that does not look bad, but if I look bad in this photo, that's literally all it shows. But if I look bad in this photo, it's a very grainy, textured photo, so they can't tell. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Okay. The back I designed, of course. Oh. The horse. It's rubbing its butt on the trees again and making a sound. Very musical over there. I don't know why. This is weird. So, anyway, yeah, so I designed it. These were actually from a photo of a real bird. It was one bird, I think. I don't remember. Maybe it was two birds. I think it was one bird that I, like, made into three birds in Photoshop, you know. Because also I had, like, a really weird, like, mental space. Like, I was, like, pretty sure that, like, 1 million people would read this someday, you know what I mean? Like, to the point where I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna put the bird on the back cover because that's actually going to give the birds, like, souls. Like, it's gonna give it, like, a soul. Like, I was, like, 18 when I did this. I was like, it's gonna give the bird a soul if it's pictured 3 times on the cover and people are gonna wonder about it. They're gonna take their time, they're gonna look at it, they're gonna be like, oh, wow, like, 3 birds, like, are they real? Where did they come from? Like, I thought people were seriously gonna ponder the fact there were 3 birds. Like, I don't know what was wrong with me. I thought I mattered so much. So, I thought I mattered so much. I was like, there's 3 birds on the cover, but it's really 1 bird and no one's gonna know, and that's gonna give the birds a soul. Like, I was like, what a generous thing, right? What a generous thing to, like, offer some random bird that's probably died by now. I don't know, how long does a seagull live? This was, I don't know, 2018, 2019, like 2020. 2020 when it came out. 2020 when it had already been out for a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this one came out when I was 18. But I was born in 2002. So, I don't know. I'm bad at math, but you know what I mean. No, you don't know what I mean. So, I don't know. This was like a 2018 photo, though, of the bird that I edited. Because I had a lot of, like, photography that I had taken on my own, like, at that point in time. So I was like, yeah, like, people are gonna love this so much. Meanwhile, I have my own copy shipped to my house. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? Like, I feel like throwing it away. Like, it feels like it's at, like, such a dense energy for me. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, you know, I don't know how to even explain it. When it's like you're creating, there's nothing like it when you're, like, creatively creating something, but, like, you haven't become extremely spiritual yet. Like, yes, I thought I was gonna give the birds a soul, but that's not, like, spiritual for me. That's like, okay, like, yeah, there's bath water in the bathtub, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, big deal, like, I was gonna give the birds a soul, like, so what? Like, that's what happens when they're perceived, like, 10 million times, and I definitely thought that was gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it becomes special because it thinks that it's so not special, because why is all of the energy all messed up now? Because everybody's perceiving it, like, that kind of thing. That was what I believed. So it truly, I don't even understand where within myself I had to go to create this. I truly don't know. Like, it was 8 hours a day and then the full night not sleeping, you know what I'm saying? Like, I only took breaks to eat, and that was months and months and months and months and months and months. And I was in an era of my life where I was fine with throwing things away that were perfectly good because they just, like, didn't make the cut, which I don't really do anymore. I'm like, too bad. Like, if someone else doesn't like it, I still put my own soul into that. Like, why would I throw away a part of my own soul, you know what I mean? But back then I was like, well, it's not that good, like, it didn't make the cut, like, that's how it is. That's what everybody else does. Why wouldn't I do that? You know, that's what I thought. That's what everybody else does, so why wouldn't I do that? So, yeah. You know, I was reminded of trauma again. So funny. Always. So, like, I'm fine, but, like, you know, I thought of this time when, actually, I had, like, pretty recently met my twin flame at this point in time. Still pretty sure I thought it was somebody else. Still pretty sure I wanted to try to make it work anyways. You know, like, actually. So, by that point, I had literally sent him, like, one of the, like, the first poem in the book. Literally sent him a photo of it, okay? And this is how it looks in the book, okay? Like, I am special. Like, I decided in the book it's gonna be all purple and like that, you know? So that's how it looks in the book. So I sent him that, and then he decided to just, like, we were kind of talking. He decided to just, like, leave me for somebody else, like, within 3 days. I was like, so you didn't deserve me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that, I was like, okay, so, like, you didn't deserve me, and, like, that's clearly where this is going, but, like, that doesn't mean it's not weird. You know what I mean? And then, unfortunately, I had to find out we were, like, twin flames and stuff. I was like, obviously, why would I not want to start over fresh with somebody who I feel like does deserve me? Like, now this is really getting complicated. Like, what do you mean? Like, there's no way that I have to go through all of that again at some point in my life. I was like, maybe I'll just never date anybody ever again, because you want to know what? Like, it's not worth it. Like, you're obviously proving that it's not worth it, and I already knew it wasn't worth it, but, like, now the part of me that wanted to try is already in the grave. You know what I mean? But I was like, wow. Like, not to be like, isn't there something so cool about me that, like, someone else would have liked, you know? Or what if, like, what I chose to be, like, this person who creates art and puts, like, hours and hours of dedication into it, like, well, what if that's going to pay off in monetary value? Okay, it didn't. Like, what if that's going to pay off in, like, people finding out about me and thinking I'm, like, a cool person or interesting in some way? Well, it didn't. What if it's gonna pay off by, like, my friends, like, finding out about it and being like, wow, like, that's cool, like, I like the book? Okay, it didn't. Like, it didn't even pay off in that way, you know what I mean? So, to be somebody who created, you know, to be somebody who to be somebody who pretty much, like, came from nothing, literally, just to overcome a lot, just to then, like, spend, like, 8 hours a day for months and barely sleep for months, or, like, years even, to just, like, create this book of, like, heart-wrenching stories and stuff, like, poems, right, that are, like, in full color, handwritten, like, edited. Super cool, super interesting. If you look at, like, the details, insane, right? So, to be left for somebody who not just never, like, wrote a book, or not just never got into poetry, or not just never got into art, to be left for somebody who was, like, just given a car by like, you know, or that's who I think it was. I'm like, do I even know for sure? Pretty sure I know. You know what I mean? But, like, you know, when somebody could be like, ugh, technically you're wrong, like, you know what I mean, for no reason. So, yeah. Yeah. But no, but, like, it's, like, to be left for somebody who, like, got to graduate high school, got to learn to drive, got to, like, you know, hypothetically could have gone to college and probably had their parents pay for it. Somebody who was given this expensive car that's, like, worth more than any amount of money I've probably ever seen. I don't know, maybe not, but, like, You know what I'm saying? If I had to guess, like, you know what I mean? Just like given that, you know what I mean? And for that to be like one of my favorite colors, and then I'm like, okay, like, do I even have a right to have a favorite color? You know what I mean? And like, yeah. And it's like, okay, what are like the virtues? Like, what are like the real like attributes here? Like, okay, like some, not like, I'm not racist. I'm not. But like, when I see a person, I'm like, okay, like, this is a white girl whose body is like kind of similar to me, right? Blue eyes, attributes that you've had as a person, like you've worn Nike Pros like once in your life or something, or like a few times, you know what I mean? Those are like your real like attributes. Those are like oh, those are like the virtues in your life. Like, I can't believe you got to do that. Like, you overcame so much. Like, you were given a car and you wore Nike Pros. Like, that's like, for you, that's like winning an Oscar, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, those were like the virtues that I was really left for. I was like, okay, like, you know how you always kind of want to like improve as a person? You always like, and maybe I'm wrong somehow, right? Like, we can pretend that I'm wrong. Okay, we can pretend for a minute that I'm wrong. And that's what I've seen, and I'm rarely very wrong, so odds are, even if it was technically a different person in that moment or something stupid, it doesn't matter, because odds are it was like the same dynamic. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was a different person. I don't care, because to me it was that person and that situation, and like, just, I mean, you're basically leaving somebody who actually cared about you for somebody who would not give two shits if you were born in the first place or not. Like, probably wishes you weren't born, like, doesn't care, but like, oh, you happen to be here, like, I guess that's fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're leaving winning an Oscar for a chance to play Uno or something with somebody who doesn't even care about you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't get it. Like, you're just stupid, actually, so. But then it's like, if that is my twin flame, then I'm just saying I'm stupid. That I'm just saying I wouldn't have known that I was better or something. You know what I mean? Like, it really makes you have no way to grow as a person in any way that's even fathomable at that point in your life. You really have to like shred who you were, even if you loved who you were, immediately, and you don't have a choice. Like, every part of who you were and every part that you loved of yourself didn't matter, and like every part that you hated of yourself actually wasn't that bad. Like, it's really awful. It's really terrible. Like, I would not recommend having a twin flame to anybody. I wouldn't recommend it. If you had to be like, should I even have one? Like, why would I recommend that to anybody? Like, yeah, like, go ahead, put your arm in like a meat grinder, you know what I mean? Like, go ahead, like, make tacos out of yourself. Like, go ahead, like, why would I recommend that to a friend? You know what I mean? Why would I be like, yes, do that? Like, not that if you have one, you can just unhave one. Like, that doesn't even work. You know what I mean? Like, no, it doesn't even work. And it is my twin flame. Life would be easier if I could pretend it's not. You know what I mean? No, it is. Because you want to know what? Your values are the same at different points in your life. So what if at one point in time you were really trying to like be someone that you're not, and you were really trying to like be fine with something that you're actually not fine with and you actually should not be fine with, but like you didn't think anybody else existed who was also connected to you, to where both of your belief systems would have to be the same and you'd both have to be fine with the same things. You thought you could make an exception in a situation, but then turns out whatever you made an exception for, that person's actually doing, your twin flame's actually doing whatever you made an exception for this one time. And it's like, no, like I actually thought I was making like a one-time exception for something, but now it's like, oh, we're both fine with this. So then that person goes and does everything that you're both fine with, apparently. So it makes you like, okay, like now I have to be like overly conscious of my thoughts too. Because if I even like think for a moment that I'm fine with something, you're gonna go do whatever I think I'm fine with. You're gonna go do whatever I think I'm fine with, like, immediately. Because why did I think I was fine with that if you're not also fine with it? Like, it's not bad because you can like understand yourself. You can be like, okay, like I didn't realize like how far it was gonna go, that like we were both fine with whatever, but like doesn't mean like, you know what I mean? You really have to overcome the idea that like any part of you can be like ruined, which is awful. There's people in the background. Hi. Oh, the horse is so close. Hi. So close. So close. Oh. Anyway. So. I guess, like, it's sad when you have a... Okay, it's great to have a twin flame, okay? Literally, like, the best thing ever. It's, like, I'm not even kidding. Genuinely the best thing ever. But there are some moments that are not necessarily your favorite, okay? The sun is chasing me again. Like, it's literally, like, on me again. And the spot that I used to be in... is, like, not even sunny anymore. Like, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back, because I can't... You know what? No. We're gonna go back. Where are we gonna go? Okay. Wait, I don't like this angle. Okay. This being the only drink I brought to the park, not smart, but I don't have water bottles at my house right now. Also, I have $- in my account. $25. But I get paid tomorrow, so I don't really care. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, like, I don't really care. Because by the time I wake up tomorrow, I'll have money. And the only thing I can't get right now that I wanted was a water bottle anyways. So... yeah. Why am I doing nothing? I don't know what I was gonna say, but yeah, so like having a twin flame is a great and also terrible, because you get to find out what you were really fine with that you didn't realize you were fine with, and then you get to make yourself a better person. The horse even agrees with me. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Yeah. So, no, it's actually terrible. It's not terrible. But there are terrible moments. And I don't know how you're gonna get through the terrible moments. Because I didn't. I can confidently say that I did not get through the terrible moments. I am here now. But I did not get through the terrible moments, and you will not either. That's, when you're like alive, so it's like you didn't die, but you cannot confidently say that you did survive the terrible moments. Like the only answer is you did not survive. It's a glitch that you're even around. Like, not even that. I'm not around. I'm not here right now. Contrary to popular belief and popular eyesight, I am not here right now. I am not here right now. I just feel like I'm misspeaking if I say that I'm alive. And not that I don't feel very lively, just that I must be misspeaking terribly if I'm alive at all. I don't know where that, it must be the end of the world if I'm still alive. Wow, that sounds dark, but you know what I mean? I'm like, how, during that point in time, how was I fine? So, anyway, these are some fun pages, I've already recorded these as songs up until here. I've done all of these. Now, I stopped here and didn't continue yet because I was at a low point, okay? There's some French words on this page for some reason. That is that I don't even speak French. I used Google Translate. That is how low of a place my soul has been to. I don't know how they're pronounced, yet I have to find a way to either sing them or state the words on the recording where I'm singing the rest of it. I have to Google Translate and hope that I pronounce them the right way, or just leave some of the words out of it, which is crazy. I don't know if I can really do that. I don't know if I can bring myself to leave some of the words that I wrote back then out of it. I'm pretty sure the upgrade that I need for my future and my throat chakra is to literally sing the whole entire thing, or have the whole entire thing on the recording, you know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure that that's what I actually need. Even if it kills me, it's not going to, because all I have to do is find out how to speak French for 3 words, but there's no way. What if I get it wrong? You know what I mean? Then I don't exist to the world very much. Very few people know about me, but if they did, they would be can you even believe it? You spoke French when you didn't have to, and you didn't know French. Nobody made you do it, and you didn't get any of the words right. Oh, did I mention? I am recording all of these as songs because I always envisioned them as songs, not as books, but guess what? I decided to make the way that it sounds the way that it looks. I decided to give myself synesthesia or something like that because I was not confident enough to just sing them. That, and I kind of felt it sounds dark, okay? Sounds dark, but I was if I had done this any sooner, would I have killed myself or something? You know what I mean? Because when it's hard to finish a project. If you're a creative person, sometimes it's hard to finish a project, and you're I don't know why, but the energy is just not something that I can even deal with right now. I really was pushing my limits, so it was my escape from life a lot to create these books. And I'm mostly talking about the first one because I don't even know how the second one came to be. I have 2 memories of making this, you know what I mean? I truly did it. I did it, but after the first page, and you can tell, okay, first page looks beautiful, okay? Literally, what was I thinking? So beautiful. What's going on? Why is it so beautiful? I was yeah, not me predicting my own name. I was like, yeah, like it's like the celestial, like, you know what I mean? Like first page, like I was thinking like, okay, every page is gonna be like planet themed because it's the galaxies between us, which is written about somebody who's not my twin flame, but like I thought was, which already, sure, traumatizing a little bit, okay? Sure, traumatizing a little bit. Now, the first one, nothing will ever be traumatic quite like writing and recording and creating the entire book of the first one, To Burn a Rose. Nothing will ever be traumatic on the level of knowing what the like misinterpretations could be of that, okay? Nothing will be like traumatizing like that, okay? Because I wrote this entire book between the ages of like 14 to 18, right? And put it out when I was 18. It's called To Burn a Rose. Like, it sounds like it's about like losing my... Sorry, crickets distracted me. I thought it was a person. But it sounds like it's about like losing my virginity, but I didn't, because I lost it after the book was already out to my twin flame, or the person I... Well, yeah, he is my twin flame. Like, so what? You have to deal with the fact that it's true. Like, even though you're never gonna see this because I'm not important. So, literally at all. Okay, anyway, so... Anyway, so it sounds like it's about me losing my virginity, but it's not. It's not about that. So nothing is going to be traumatizing like the fact that the entire time I was like, this has to be the title, but I know what people are going to misinterpret it as, but it has to be the title. That already traumatizing, okay? Let alone, when I did lose my virginity to my twin flame, that was when I gave him a copy of the book afterwards, because I'm stupid and I decided this was great timing to give him a copy of my book, which of course he thought was probably, I don't know, maybe, I think he probably thought, okay, that's like the most narcissistic thing somebody's ever done. You know what I mean? Like, here's a copy of my book, but that's not what I meant it as at all. I was like, oh, like I already kind of know you're my twin flame, but like you barely know me at all, I feel like. So now you should probably like read the book that I put so much time into, that I only sent you like a couple of pages of. So, like, maybe you should read it. Like, but he was like, I don't even read books. Like, why would I do that? Like, I don't want it. You might as well, like, throw it away. I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna go home, block you on everything. And then, within a week, you're gonna be in a different state, like, living there. I was like, like I said, how did I survive any of that? How did I survive any of that? Like, what happened? Like, I don't even know. I'm just enjoying life, you know what I mean? But like, okay. Then, of course, after this book comes out, I decide I'm gonna write this book. So after I had already met my twin flame, and I think after I had already been left by him for someone else, even though I knew he was my twin flame, I still had all of these poems written about the other previous person who I had thought was my twin flame. I'm like, well, what is the maze of the spider web of my life? And no wonder I couldn't unpack this any sooner. Like, no wonder I couldn't do it. No wonder I couldn't do it, you know what I mean? No wonder I couldn't do it. So I kind of feel bad because like he probably... But also it's like I'm not important, so there's no planet where he even thought. I'm like, hypothetically, if he thought that I mattered, he probably would have thought, which is crazy though, because it's like, if you don't think I matter, then you don't think yourself matters. But it's like also the whole twin flame journey is like everyone kind of does that at some point, thinks that their own self doesn't matter, you know, which is why you have a twin flame. I don't know, because you were probably gonna think you didn't matter otherwise. I don't know, maybe not, but like kind of seems like that's the general consensus out there. So, yeah. Basically, guess what? I decided, and he had other things in his life that were galaxy themed, but I had already picked out the title before I met him, so it makes it, like my twin flame, so it makes it weird that while he had things in his life that were galaxy themed, that I decided to name the book about the person who's not my twin flame, who I just thought was at some point. The galaxies between us, like, I wasn't trying to be like getting you back, but like if he had cared about me, like that kind of would have been like, you know what I mean? Like he probably would have been like, that's upsetting, but don't worry, he was doing his due diligence and making sure he did not care about me at all. Like instead he was focused on every other girl, every other, I don't know, facet of income, and like everything else, every other state he could move to, everything else, okay? Which, fine, I guess, because like I didn't need to be the reason why you would have been like hurt that it says the galaxies between us, when I didn't think about, I mean, I kind of knew. I was like, okay, like, so he does have like galaxy themed stuff, but like not that I really care about that, you know what I mean? Which sounds mean and weird, but then it's also like a synchronicity, but it's like, yeah, a synchronicity where I seem like I'm just causing trauma, but he doesn't care about me, so it's not trauma, you know what I mean? Yeah, so yeah, I don't know, it just makes me seem mean, but also you have to understand my perspective. I don't remember, like, I was depressed, but not just depressed, okay? This book, I was depressed. This book, I was sad and depressed, okay? This book, I was holding on to the parts of myself that I loved, but I felt like I was slowly realizing that they were lost, but then I would have moments, and I kind of created it in order, right? So, not that they were written in order, these were not written in order, but they were like edited, like the pages were designed in order, right? Like the colorful pages in here were like designed in order. Again, this was like a real ladybug too. I was totally like, I'm just gonna like give this ladybug a soul, which, you know, that is what would happen if it had to be perceived like 100,000 times, right? If people actually like pondered over like, is it a real ladybug or something, you know what I mean? Which I thought people would care, which makes it funnier that not even my friends cared. I'm like, you know what, you're right, I don't even care. I don't know why not, I don't know. So like, how many soul fragments did I lose if I don't even care about that I'm trying to like regain, and it's like working a little bit, you know? So yeah, here, yeah, like I felt like I was like slowly losing the self that I loved, okay? Throughout this, like I can feel that like up until someone yelling at their kid. I don't know. So yeah, up until ironically the part that I bookmarked right here, ironically up till the dog-eared page right there, I feel like I was like really holding on to like who I thought my true self was, and then I was like, okay, like now I have to like experiment a little bit, because even though I love this part of me, this whole like section of who I am, like I have to experiment and change and like grow, so I have to do things that I'm not even fine with to like expand, and like not understanding that if I have a real twin flame, like that's actually kind of like a stupidly dangerous mindset, right, to have over just a book. So it's like, how much are you wasting like actual energy that you could be using for something else? Like I don't know, because I didn't think of it as like the responsibility of like, oh, like you're actually causing something in the other person's life too if you're saying something about yourself. So, but you know, I don't know, to my knowledge we both survived and stuff, so you know, yeah, anyway, That's how I felt about the first one. The second one, this one, when I tell you, I don't know how, I did this blindfolded or something. I think that's why I have like 3 memories of it. Somehow I did this blindfolded, okay? I don't know how. The cover, I loved. The front cover, I loved. It felt very reminiscent, right?